Hello, Twitch. Hello. Alright, so in terms of the VODs and stuff for the streams today, I'll just highlight this one. I am back. Sorry that I had to go. I will always go when I need to, and I appreciate your patience and understanding. But I am back with more Gran Turismo 7. Hey Dondi, thanks for your patience, man. Thank you. I just said it's Gran Turismo 7. Thank you all so much for your support. Yeah, I also had, Mum had a delivery come, and, you know, because my mum's out visiting a relative, and she was like, oh yeah, there might be a delivery, but don't worry, they'll put it in the porch. I'm pretty sure they didn't. I didn't see. Tried to connect to our video doorbell to talk to the guy. Completely off the camera by the time the damn thing loaded up. So that would have interrupted the stream anyway. Maybe this is a sign. Maybe I should change my schedule. I think what's easiest for me is to just keep stressing to viewers that life happens all around me, and sometimes I might have to go and I won't know when I can be back, and so I'll just stream when I can stream. And I thank you again for all your patience. But it would have been a non-starter, like, well, you know, because of the delivery thing, but I really hope Mum gets. I'm sure it'll be fine. There's nothing more I can do, so I shouldn't worry about it. But, yeah, thank you, everybody, for bearing with. With all that said, the title is that this is a McLAREN F1 hype stream, so I should get hype, because I'll show you guys. I've got it. See the acquired mark there? I got it. And just to remind everyone, it took 300 and... hold on. Do I sound weird right now? Oh my god, my headset wasn't on! Let's go! Professional streamer! Dondi, did you hear all that? Or do I have to redo my intro entirely? I'm guessing... okay. Yeah, of course you could! There's a mic in the controller! Yeah! Okay, cool. Well, hopefully I should sound real good now. My sexy voice you love so much should sound real good. So, yeah. Anyway, hi! So yeah, I did 353 races in the Dodge SRT Tomahawk Vision Gran Turismo. I'll just show everyone again real quick. You need 1 million credits. You need to go to Brand Central, America, Dodge. And you need to be really careful, like by reading the bottom left, to make sure you get the S model, because it's a road car. This one is racing car, that one's racing car, and the one at the end is racing car. If you want to get the McLAREN F1 or expensive cars at Legend Car dealership quickly, that's the fastest thing for American cars in the game currently. And then I basically went over to World Circuits and I played this championship, specifically the first race, 353 times, because instead of 35 grand you'll get 52.5, and then if you multiply that by 353, that's the 18.5 million required to buy the McLaren F1, which probably isn't going to be available for much longer because the 5 cars that you always see here, it rotates, right? So I believe it was 3 days ago that the McLaren F1 was added to the game, and I think it's only going to be there for like a week maximum. When it says limited stock underneath, which obviously isn't today, what that actually means is that the day that you see limited stock, that's the last 24 hours. So this Mercedes C9 will be gone by midnight. And it'll eventually come back, but of course we have no idea when. I'm gonna let this car go. I'll get the C9 another time. I want to finally drive the McLaren F1 on stream. How about it? So, let's see which championship that it would be allowed in. Probably the European Championship. Yeah, I need any car from the United Kingdom, Germany, France, Italy, or Austria. Now, I've already beaten this championship. I'm just playing it again with the McLaren F1 just as a way of like, you know, give me, like, this is a 3-race championship we already beat on stream, but we've not done it in a McLaren F1, so what better way to see what this car can do at 642 performance points. I haven't done any tuning up. This, like, how we're going to drive this is just how the car comes. And I just want to see what it's like. So without further ado, Twitch, I bring you the McLaren F1. Only 106 of these beauties were ever made. This is the closest I'll ever get to owning and driving one in real life. All thanks to Gran Turismo 7. Did you get that, Dondi? That's the game. That's the game. Oh, 18, Gran Turismo 7, my man. 18.5 million. 353 races, all at 4 minutes each. It was all worth it. Oh god, the brakes are terrible. Okay, good to know. Wow. I have a McLaren F1! Yes! No worries, man. I just hope you enjoyed the show. While I try and tame this beast. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. I can't believe what I'm driving. Even in video game form. I had this car in Gran Turismo Sport, but it was a lot easier to get. GT Sport doesn't have like limited windows to buy certain cars like this game does. In one sense, I kind of like it because it makes the idea of collecting cars just that little bit more special. But what ruins it a little is like the fact that there have been updates to this game that have like lowered the payouts of certain events by 50%, and then they've got microtransactions as well. So from a prospective buyer's point of view, the optics of it is just pretty bad. If a mod could get rid of that bot message, that'd be really good. Never mind removes the space, how about we remove the bot? It keeps wanting to slide a little. I feel like that would be sorted with, like, this car would be transformed with racing soft tires. Because we're on sports hard right now. That's what it comes with. The only thing I'm really tempted to change is the tires. It's also sort of tempting to change the brakes. But then it's not the stock car anymore, you know what I mean? Luckily though, even if I bought those parts, I can change it back to stock whenever I want by creating two separate setting sheets, one without any changes and one with. But I would be much further in this race if I upgraded the tires and the brakes. But oh my god, I got a McLaren F1! Oh my god, I got a McLaren F1! I got a McLaren F1! I got a McLaren F1! But yeah, honestly, doing 353 of the same race, I don't recommend it to everybody. You've really got to be sure that you want to do it, and you've also really got to love just the driving in this game. Because if you don't really love just playing this game, you're not going to be able to ignore the repetition of doing the same track, and even repetition of the actions that you're doing. You know, let's face it, when you really boil any racing game down, you're just accelerating, braking and turning. That's all you're doing for the whole game. And you know, there's a reason why I didn't stream any of the grind to get the car that I'm driving right now. It's called a McLaren F1. You guys might remember the little bit of grinding I did on stream to prepare for the GT World Series. Poor sort humour if the Boostman is still lurking. I had to mute the stream because the engine noise was just driving him crazy. Absolutely freaking crazy. You know, it was nuts, it was bananas. And I can completely understand how annoying it was. Now, had I got better tyres and brakes, we'd be first there. I'm pretty sure. But don't you worry, I'm just testing this baby out. I don't have to win this championship anymore. We've done that. But I got a McLaren F1! Oh, look at it. Look at it. It is magnificent. It is absolutely magnificent. Yeah, no, I'm sorry that I wasn't live yesterday when I was scheduled to be as well. honestly, I wasn't ready for this stream. This stream was stream this car that I finally own, and I didn't have enough credits yet. We had more races to do. Oh, damn, I did that corner badly. Let's just go to the next race. Also, thank you, Dondi, for banning that bot when they appeared. Oh, we got Monza. We got Monza. Let's go. It's such a joy to see this car. It's not even a real McLaren F1, but to me it is. We got the Italian equivalent of red arrows flying over Monza at the start. That is beautiful. There's no way I broke enough for that chicane. The car's a little twitchy. Like it drifts. This car I didn't touch the brakes there to make it drift. There was no handbrake action. I'm finding that if I turn it too soon, it can actually lose grip. It needs racing tires. Sports hard. Should not. You know, for 18.5 million, I should have got better than sports hard. But that's just what this game gives you when you buy any road car, I think. Oh my god, this is a joy. So why I've actually spent so much time on this game, even off stream, is because beyond just enjoying it in general, for me a lot of the enjoyment comes from playing the game, driving around in specific cars. So all of the miles I've been racking up in the game since its release on the 4th of March really is sort of a means to an end of getting those cars that I want to drive in the game. And this was right at the top of my list. You know, I knew that it had to be in the game, and I knew that if it was going to be in the game, the only place it was going to show up was at the Legend car dealership. So I was fully expecting it to show up there at some point. And it really doesn't surprise me that that the asking price is 18.5 million credits. It's probably going to be the single most expensive car that's ever in Gran Turismo 7. If they go above 18.5 million, I would be quite surprised. And second of all, I would be like, well, why is whatever that car is worth more than a McLaren F1? Because, I don't know, I think that actually the McLaren F1 might be the most incredible road car of all time. Everything about it, from how it was made and the top speed that it reached, you know, while being a naturally, there's no turbocharger. It is a naturally aspirated engine, and just the level of performance, and when I say performance, I'm not just referring to top speed acceleration, but even with sports hard tires, like, I mean, it took a little bit of getting used to, but this drives and handles phenomenally well. you know, we're going to get podium on this race. And yes, I'm driving cars that are significantly slow against cars that are significantly slower than this. But you know, this game always puts you right at the back. Oh, this is I have been looking forward to this in Gran Turismo 7 since I started playing Gran Turismo 7, which you saw on stream. Ever since I was greeted with the words, "Please enjoy Music Rally," I powered through it, all for the dream of eventually driving this car on Twitch for you all. But I'm gonna be honest, this moment right now, this is mostly for myself. Yeah, I'm enjoying this game that much right now. Yeah. I really am. What a car! What a car, first place, that's more like it. I think I am gonna buy better tyres. And we'll see about them racing brakes. You know, maybe the racing brakes is a step too far. But, yeah. We're second in the championship that we don't need to win. I've already driven 500 miles today. A lot of that was off stream. Again, final preparations for this stream in terms of getting the car. That's pretty important, right? You want to do a McLAREN F1 stream? Getting the car is quite important. Yeah. That's me doing the chicane badly, but we got there on the other laps. I'm gonna say on stream as well, where possible, I'm going to make up for the fact that I had to end the stream not long after starting today. And also make up for the fact that I didn't stream when I was scheduled to tomorrow by doing extra streams as and when I can. I'm not going to make false promises of announcing when they'll be. And I certainly am not going to clash with certain scheduled streams of friends. For example, the Resident Evil 2 remake race between Sort Humor and Yaxbass. That is happening on Saturday. I'm actually thinking of moving Golf with Mum forward so that it ends just like before the race starts, because I don't want to miss a second of that. I am really looking forward to that stream, and I can't wait to be there. So, yeah. Oh, look at that wing that pops up when you like slowing down, and then goes away at certain speeds because it's not needed. That's super cool. Oh my god. And then, okay, this is me doing the chicane right, yeah? Yeah? Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Wow. I could watch this car all day. That's kind of the idea of the stream. Welcome to the person that just tuned in. We are driving the McLAREN F1, which cost 18.5 million credits. And I did 353 races off stream to get it. Right now we're just driving the car completely stock. I haven't made any changes, which means that we are stuck with sports hard tires on a Nürburgring track that looks like it's gonna rain. There should be some tread on sports hard tires though, so if there is going to be any water on the road surface, you know, there's treads where the water can escape. So the grip, while it won't be great, it'll be not as bad as if we were on racing soft tires or something. Anyway. Oh, the car lights are on, the dials are glowing green. Flipping beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That was not a beautiful corner. Oh, here comes the rain. Look at that little window wiper go. Isn't it adorable? Go faster, please. That goes for the wiper and the car. Oh my goodness, this car is amazing! I get to drive in like online lobbies with this thing now. I could enter sport mode online races. Like, it's in the car garage now, so I can use it in like all the modes. And it took so much to get this. It's actually crazy. Like I said before, I really don't recommend anybody grinding the same race to get a car like this, unless you're really sure you want to do it. Like I said, it takes 353 races, which, I'll be honest, with how long it's already been in the Legends Cars dealership already, if you were at 0 credits now, I don't know whether you'd realistically have enough time to comfortably do the 353 clean races that would be required. So you might be better off just adding the car to your wish list if you got this game, and then the game will notify you when this car returns. I would imagine that in total, Polyphony would have kept the car in Legend Car Dealership for a week in total, and I'm not quite sure how many days it's been so far. But it could go. It's definitely not going to leave Legend Cars tonight because it still doesn't say limited stock under the car name, as I showed earlier on stream. But that limited stock warning could arrive after midnight, meaning that that day will be the last day that the car's in stock before it's removed for an undetermined amount of time. That's both the really cool thing and the really kind of annoying thing about Legend Cars and the used car dealership is that what cars are there are only there for so long, and they keep rotating in and out. So when I saw the F1, I just knew what I had to do. And I'm very sorry I didn't stream that process, but come on. Would you really have wanted to watch the same race 353 times? Also, when I'm streaming, I kind of feel like I have to, well, you know, I'm hosting the stream, so not even do I feel like I have to. I want to constantly be talking to you guys, whether you guys are lurking or not. If you couldn't tell, I talk a lot. And I really hope you all always enjoy the stream. It always means a lot that you're here, especially when I have to break schedule or something comes up. That car that just passed, the 20th anniversary Lamborghini Countach from 1988, I want that. I know that that shows up in the used car dealership because I saw it during the previous streams I've done of this game as I was working through the main part of the career and its cafe menus. But I didn't buy that particular Lambo at the time. So when it returns to the used car dealership, I intend to grab one before it disappears again. Because that's the thing, Gran Turismo 7 at its core, this is the Pokemon game of cars. The ultimate goal of the game, quite literally, is to own one of every model of car in this game. That is the ultimate goal. And my collection, I believe, is now 30% of the cars that are in the game I own, which isn't bad going given that the game only released on the 4th of March. But hey, I've been playing this game a lot, both on stream and off. I promise you though, like, and I know I keep repeating myself, you haven't missed anything interesting. It's a shame I couldn't get higher there. I could have had 4th for sure. But yeah, the only gameplay of this I've been doing off stream is boring grinds of the same race over and over. We were 3rd overall. Yeah. Right, we've got 79,000. Here's my idea. And I hope it's going to be enjoyable to watch. But here's my idea. I am going to buy better tires and brakes. And then we're going to run that championship again. Because the weather conditions should actually be different as a result of the fact that, like, any time that you start a race or championship, the game just decides what weather preset it's going to use and whether it's going to be dynamic or not. So yeah, to start with, we're going to go to the garage and we're going to see that I own the McLAREN F1, because there it is. And then we're going to go to car settings, and what we're going to do is we're going to rename settings sheet 1. And I'm going to call this stock. Okay. Then we're going to duplicate that sheet, and I'm going to say tuned. So now we're on the tuned sheet. Okay. So any parts that I buy, the settings it will save to is the tuned, and stock will be left alone. So without further ado, we'll head to the tuning shop. But I don't really want to change the performance of the car per se. I want to grab racing tires. Oh, and the better brakes. Okay, let's go with brakes and racing brake pads. And then let's get racing soft tires. Oh, maybe I should have got intermediate tires. Damn, yeah. Because intermediate tires are good for both dry and wet. Oh well. Oh, I got a message. From Yaxbass, he's just seen what car I got. I've replied with my watch. Awesome. And yeah, alright, so yeah, let's try that championship again. It's a shame I couldn't buy the intermediate tires also. It's going to be a problem if it rains. But hey, let's hope for no rain this time. So you can see of my car settings, we're on the tuned. You can see we got racing soft already equipped. And you can see that in brake system, it now says carbon, and brake pads, it says racing. I can change these back to normal anytime. So let's see how much better the car is without changing the engine or the weight at all. We've purely made handling buffs, and that looks like crap weather. Excellent. Excellent. Well, this could be fun. Should have bought intermediate tires, yo. Yeah, that's rain immediately. Oh, this is gonna be very bad. This is gonna be very slip-slidey. Oh, the rain is stopping! Hallelujah, the rain is stopping! Thank you, Kazunori Yamauchi, game director of Gran Turismo. Thank you for stopping the rain. There are 2 more sets of tires I want to buy for this car. Racing heavy wet and intermediate. A racing intermediate. And then this car is as good as done. The handling is way, way better now. With the carbon brakes, racing brake pads and this tire change. Haven't changed anything else, don't really want to change anything else. Oh God! In fact, I might rename my settings sheet just tires and brakes, so that explains like the only things that have changed. Everything else I'll leave stock, and then I might make a 3rd settings sheet where we tune everything to the max. And then I can swap between those setting sheets whenever I want. Oh no, the rain again! And that's the effect it has with racing soft tires. No. The road's going to get wetter and wetter, so it's going to get worse and worse to drive with these tires. Because there is no tread for the water to channel through. But if we go steady, should be alright. This is the McLAREN F1 Drift Edition with racing soft tires in the rain. Oh. Of course it was going to rain during a European Championship. Wow. Yeah, these tires do not like wet conditions. It's very cool to see the handling change so much though. I have no grip. I have no grip. The road is too wet. Come on, car, grip. Wow. And I'm now literally being shoved. I just got overtaken by a Renault Clio. Oh, and now the rain bloody stops. I should have bought intermediates, damn it. I should have bought intermediates. We're just gonna roll with it. The road surface is still very wet. How I can tell, beyond seeing the trail of water from the cars in front, right? There's a water meter in the bottom left of the screen. To the immediate right of the time in the corner there. So the section filled in like a pale blue is literally how wet the road surface is. We lost that race because of the tyres, which are incredibly high quality tyres, but they are just not made for wet conditions. Should have bought racing intermediate, yo. Please be sunny, Monza, please be sunny. And I realise this whole stream has just been me doing, you know, the same championship twice. Oh, the sun is shining. The weather is sweet, yeah. Make you want to move. Your dancing feet. McLAREN F1. There we go. This should be a good race. This should be a lot better now than the first time. Carbon ceramic brakes, racing brake pads, and racing soft tyres in perfect weather conditions. And a phenomenal road car that's absolutely going to smoke the competition now, because this is going to have grip, he says as he starts sliding. Talk about commentator's curse. Alright, yeah, we've got grip right now. We do. Sorry. Still not quite used to how early I will still need to brake, even with the ceramics. Like, this car just has so much power, so much torque, that yeah, I'll probably need to brake earlier than I think I do. Because of course I like getting around clean. We're probably not going to get a clean race bonus here. Because of the bumps that we've already had. Just to remind everyone, the clean race bonus is basically an extra 50% off of whatever you win in the race, depending on your position. So that race that I did over and over, the Pan American Championship in the Dodge Tomahawk S model Vision Gran Turismo, that you can get from Brand Central for 1,000,000 credits. I basically used that to play the first race of the Pan American Championship 353 times. It paid out a clean race bonus every time, and the total prize money was 52,500 credits, multiply that by 353, and that got me the 18.5 million credits I needed to buy this McLaren F1. I have no regrets, but I definitely don't recommend this to the faint of heart. It was a hell of a grind. A hell of a grind. I think it was over 6,000 miles of driving in the game. And the only reason why this car says it's already got 6,000 miles on the clock, even though the only driving of it I've done is the driving you've seen on stream, is because even when you buy this car in this game, they consider it used, so they put miles on the clock. It's not possible to buy this car with 0 miles on the clock in this game, which is fair enough. Oh man! Hey, that was where I spun out before, wasn't it? Weird. There we go. Oh no, I'm sorry, Dondi. What are you watching on Chrome? I switched away from Chrome to Edge because of issues with Twitch. Like, fair enough if you don't want to swap, but it bothered me enough that I wanted to swap. What happened with me? You refuse Edge? It's not the same as it was. Oh cool, I'm just reading the PSN message. Yeah, no, it's weirdly, it's actually built on Chrome's engine. Oh, of course you can. Hey dude, no, use... Please use whatever browser you want. I don't mind. I don't mind. I just think it's silly that they made a gaming browser. Yeah. In the same way that I think it's silly that, hold on, I will think of another example for you. It just might take me a bit. God damn the rain. Alright, well, for your amusement, I'm not going to change tyres, but I swear it's just for your entertainment purposes only. But yeah, no, there's lots of silly things. Chief among them, me. Yeah, now why I chose Edge, I'll just reiterate, because a lot of people understandably be like, Microsoft's browser, I know. But yeah, built on Google Chrome's engine now, because Microsoft admitted they can't make a decent web engine anymore, essentially. So it's basically Chrome in a Microsoft outfit. That also has the benefit of every single Chrome extension that exists works natively on Edge, because Edge is Chrome. But there's something Microsoft have done, whatever it is, there's something they have done whereby, for me at least, the issues I was having with the Twitch website on Chrome, none of those issues are present. And as someone who both streams and watches the streams of others, that fact alone is invaluable to me. The other thing that made me do the switcheroo is that now I have all my favorites and settings and stuff, even on an Xbox console. Which, even though people that know me know that I do 95% of my gaming on a PlayStation, but we do still have an Xbox One in the house, an Xbox One X, and it's really cool. Like, I do occasionally fire up the Edge browser. Hey Tom Dingo, wow! You mean to say that you haven't been here until now? Dude, I hope you've enjoyed your holiday, man. Yeah, believe it or not, there's more to Twitch than me, but thank you every time you are here. How you doing? Wow, man. No need to apologize. No, man. You earned it. Good God, you deserve a medal for putting up with me so much, sir. Wow. Can you tell it's raining and I'm not using slick tires? Again, I did this for your amusement only. And if I could just get a little bit of grip. We're on racing soft tires, where there is no tread for the water to channel through. So it's just building up on the tire surface and causing me to have no grip. On this incredible car, you'll probably recognize it. It is the one and only McLAREN F1. So Tom Dingo, people in the stream have heard this spiel countless times, but I'm going to say it all for you too. So this car cost 18.5 million credits in the game, and in order to get that, because I didn't want to resort to microtransactions and I never will, I had to do 353 races, all of which I did off stream. I did the same race 353 times. Each time I got a payout of 52,500. If you do the math, it works out. Each race took about 4 minutes. So if you wanted to multiply like 4 minutes by 353, you know, and do the whole kind of like, you know, there's 60 minutes in an hour. You could work out how many hours it took. Part of me doesn't want to know, but if anybody wants to work it out, I mean, feel free. It took a long time. It took me a long time, and the reason why I wasn't live yesterday was because I wanted to stream specifically driving this thing, and I didn't have it yet. I needed more time. But I didn't want to stream just the same race over and over. That's not fun. Even though we've now played this championship twice on this stream, but once with the McLAREN F1 just stock, and then now we've tried it with racing soft tires in crappy conditions. "20 minutes in total? Do you mean hours? Do you mean hours?" Did it really take me 20 hours to do 340? Okay, you're kidding. I'm tired. This took a lot. This took a lot. I don't recommend it. Like, here's the thing. I did this because I knew I wanted this car, and I knew that it was only going to be here for a limited time only. The other thing I knew, wow, I really needed to buy intermediate tires. The other thing I knew, approximately 23 hours. Okay, before I get too traumatized about that fact, yeah, I just, a lot of the enjoyment of this game for me, and a lot of the excitement of it coming out and stuff, is that I knew that, for me, even though none of these cars are the real thing, you know, I'll never be able to drive any of these cars, let alone a McLAREN F1 in real life. But the simulation has always been such high quality, even though I'm playing on controller, not steering wheel, that, like, you know, every car feels unique, even in this game. And for me, being able to have this car in my collection and then, like, enjoy the game with it, like, that's where a lot of the enjoyment of Gran Turismo actually comes from. So I knew this car had to be in the game, and I knew I had to have it when the opportunity to get it came up. So I played this game off stream, but I promise you guys, you didn't miss anything worth watching. The bits of Gran Turismo that I do that are worth watching are the bits that I actually stream. And I hope everybody's enjoying watching me spin out, because I brought dry tires to a wet track. Yeah, don't get me wrong, it got tedious. It got hella tedious. There were times when I almost was like, no, this is just too crazy. Andy, stop. What are you doing? Go do something else. Like, you sad, sad little man. But now, I get to race in this car with friends. Or random players online. You know, as the game continues to get updated with more events and things to do, this is just one of the many awesome cars that I can choose to enjoy the game in. So I'm glad I did this, and this stream is all about the McLAREN F1. We did worse with my upgraded brakes than the first attempt, where I changed nothing about the car. And the whole reason is goddamn Mother Nature. But we got the money now to go buy all the tires that I wanted to buy. So we're going to do that. And then Tom Dingo, instead of the championship a third time, I'm going to, given that you're the one that's active in the chat right now, although anyone is welcome to make suggestions, we're going to go to the World Circuit thing. I'll show you all the circuits in the game, and you can tell me where I'm going to drive next. If you have a particular favorite circuit, now would be a good time to let me know. Yeah. Meanwhile, tuning shop. Let's get those tires. All right. So I've got the racing soft. I need heavy wet, which is like, you know, if it changes to wet, I could swap to those. Or for middle ground, tires that are good in wet and dry, you've got racing intermediate. So these are the tires I'll probably leave on all the time. Again, I've changed nothing else about the car other than the brakes and the tires. We got ceramic brakes, racing brake pads, and different tires. Everything else is stock. And I think I am going to do what I said. Where like we'll rename that settings sheet and just call it brakes and tires. Brakes and tires. Because that's the only thing I want changed on that preset. Then what we'll do is we'll duplicate brakes and tires and give it the name of tuned. And then when I go to the shop again, the tuning shop, when I make a change, when I buy a part, it's only going to apply itself to the tuned setting sheet. That's why it's important to have the tuned sheet as the selected one. You can see the white dot there, which goes black when it's highlighted. So yeah, we're going to leave it on the tuned preset, which is currently identical to brakes and tires. But it won't be if I decide to go to the shop and then buy something. Because it would be kind of cool to see what this car is completely souped up. But for now, where would you like to race? Where should we race? While my hands can still do it, what's the fastest track I have access to? Oh, the fastest track? It's probably like Blue Moon Raceway. Because it's not very long. Although the one that's really gonna... No, let's do Special Stage Route X. Because it's a very boring track. Let's do Special Stage Route X, because the thing about Special Stage Route X, and yeah, we can make it sunny. We'll go intermediate and see if the game can handle this. Settings. We're going to go racing soft because we know it's not going to rain. Yeah, this straight's going to be long enough that we're going to be able to see the car's top speed, so... Hey look, there's this car's grandchild! A more modern McLaren. What I like about arcade races is that the cars that their AI opponents pick, it's going to be around the same sort of performance level as whatever you choose. So you can bring whatever car you want to arcade mode, and the game will try and give you a decent race. Looks like we're topping out at 219, but we're about to go downhill. Hell yeah! Oh, that'd be amazing. Oh no, the Aston Martin 177 is faster. Slipstream, do your thing. Remember, this is still an Whoa! He cheated! He cheated! He jackknifed me! He must work in a pub. The bar steward. What a bar steward. I can't believe it. Yeah, thank you. The power of video games. I don't know why I actually hit the brakes there. I don't need to on this track. Let's hear the engine from the outside. Oh, oh, you beauty. You beauty. This car is gorgeous. Look at it. Another nice touch is that when we get up to the tunnel coming up, I think it is actually around the next bend. Oh, so you might not see it, unless there is one on this straight. I can't remember, maybe there is. But the headlights will come on their own. And then they'll go off when you're back out. The little things, chat, the little things. Yeah, there's probably not a lot of room to be. I mean, the thing is, it's a 3-seater, so you've got room either side for some stuff. I love that every aspect of the design of this car is purely for, like, it being perfect to drive. You know, the best position to be sat, and yeah, the lights are going to go now. So yeah, here you go, the lights are on because the dash glows green, and then as you can see, there they are. And then as we go out, off they go. It's just cool little things, but yeah, they're like, nope, the best place for the driver to be sat is slap bang in the middle. I really love the almost panoramic view out of the windscreen. I love the double rear mirrors. And considering I haven't even tuned this thing, if it wasn't for that Aston Martin 177 cheating, we would have had second place versus cars that are far more advanced technology-wise. God, we almost had him as well. Clean race? Tom Dingo, they call that a clean race. Oh my god. Okay. Clean. Oh. You know what, Tom Dingo? We are going to drive more McLaren F1 because I love this thing. But I tell you what, it's been a while since I've been live. I'll show you what else I've got. I'm also going to quickly show my stats of like how you see the tall peaks of like where the top of the graph is 1,850 miles. That's the most I drove in a single day in order to get this thing. And not to boast, but I thought I'd better update my Gran Turismo 7 profile cover image to a McLaren F1 to prove that I actually own one. So there it is. I thought best showcase it. But you can see I've bought 61 cars so far, spent 37.5 million credits on cars so far. I've earned every single one of them purely by playing and by pre-ordering the deluxe edition. It did give me 1.6 million by pre-ordering the deluxe edition. And I used that 1.6 million slowly in order to get through the game. You can obviously see my whole playthrough of the main part of GT7 and how I used everything in previous VODs. This stream will also get added to my GT7 playlist also. But yeah, like, barring that 1.6 that I got from pre-ordering Deluxe, I've earned everything purely by playing. So we have 30% of the cars that are in the game. And no more cars have been added yet since the game's launch on the 4th of March, but I'm sure they're coming. Frankly, I'm okay with this because there's still so many more cars to get. Oh, somebody commented. Top, my friend, visit my garage and follow me. Thanks. Okie dokie. We can go to this user. Follow. Sure, I'll follow you. There you go. There you go. Some guy from Portugal likes the fact that I got a McLaren F1. Very nice. What did they share? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. You like your Mercedes. Very nice. Very, you know what? We'll give that a like as well. Splendid. Splendid stuff, sir. But yes, McLaren F1. Ain't she a beaut? Here, I actually shared a version of that. Well, I mean, you just saw the comment. Do you want to see it full screen? There it is, full screen. Look how clean it is. Clean, man. Clean. In fact, that's a good point. It's probably not so clean now. Hold on. Hold on. Car wash. Clean. Clean. Okay. Wow. Right. So yeah, other cars I've got. My invitation to buy one of the fancy Ferraris did actually expire this morning. But not before I managed to buy one. So we have the Ferrari hybrid car from 2013. I picked up the Lancia Stratos. I've picked up some other classics you might notice there. The BMW 3.0 CSL from 1971. Mitsubishi GTO Twin Turbo from 1991. That was a very good car in the original Gran Turismo. a 2004 version of the DeLorean, a Le Mans version of the Porsche 911 from 1997. What else we got? The original VW Golf GTI. The Aston Martin 177 that just cheated on the previous race we just saw. The Samba Boost, aka Campervan. Firebird. My face is covering it whenever I highlight it. Sorry about that. And yeah, just lots of cool things. The Honda S800 from 1966. Of course, the Ferrari F40. Yeah, just loads of really cool cars. And there's going to be more to come. I'm a big fan of Jaguar. I was very sad, like, when I didn't have the 12 million to buy the Jaguar XJ13. But when that returns to Legend Cars, I guess I'll be grinding away again to get 12 million to buy it. At least it's not going to take as long as it took to buy a McLAREN F1. I'm rather enjoying this rendition of Pachelbel's Canon. This is very nice. I hope it doesn't get this stream muted on Twitch. Broadcast mode should be turned on, he says. I'm getting paranoid now. One thing that the most recent update added to Gran Turismo 7, and part of why the music is louder now than it was on previous streams, is because, yep, broadcast mode is on, and that if you select broadcast mode, music that may have copyright restrictions when streaming will not be played in background music. Thank you for adding this option. It should have been there from launch. But yeah. So all this music is stream safe, and I love that. I want to take this round Nürburgring, because that's the ultimate test. And Nürburgring takes some time. So while I've still got the energy in my hands, we'll do one lap at the Nordschleife. The regular layout, not the 24-hour one, and we'll keep it on intermediate level. A transit van? You know what? There isn't a transit van, but I know why you say that. I saw that Top Gear episode with Sabina Schmidt. Wasn't she awesome? Oh my god, she was amazing. That was back when Top Gear was good. Yes. Didn't she get 7 minutes? Under 7 minutes 30 in a transit van? Like just a regular transit van. Sorry, F1. Oh no, what have I done? Oh no! Excuse me? So this is not going to be the fastest lap it could be, purely because of the other cars. But I figured it's more fun to actually make this an actual race. So I'm not really worried about my time, other than to just have a good time. I hope you're all having a good time too. Oh, we had a little bit of a lift there. Technically speaking, this car is very light. Very, very light. Still weighs over a ton. I think it's 1,103 kilos or something close. I'm driving very bad. Oh, this is all going wrong. You know what, we can do better than this. We're definitely on racing soft, because that's what RS stands for underneath the tyres. I guess the tyres just have to warm up. Oh man, come on. As technical as this track is, this is one of my favourite tracks to race and play this game on. And now I'm in one of my favourite cars to drive. The pairing of this car and this track is a lot of fun right now. I absolutely hate this corner, this segment of track that you have to slow right down on. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Power, 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 power. Power. Slow down because I don't think I got enough room. Alright, we're going to be a bit cheeky. Hello to whoever just tuned in. Good to see you. We got a McLAREN F1. Ah, you rammed me. He rammed me. How dare you? Slow down, Andy, slow down. You know what, like, it's not the easiest thing to drive, actually. Even with the ceramic brakes, racing brake pads, and best tyres that I can have for dry conditions, it's a little... I don't know. I don't know if the suspension's too firm. All of this stuff can be tweaked, by the way. I'm not quite sure what I'd need to do to make this feel right. But I feel like I could go faster if I could do a better job of keeping it on the track. And something is making it hard to keep on the track. And I'm not quite sure what it is. It seems that if I turn too sharply, it wants to slide. Oh, that might be Mum back.
That is Mum back.
Hiya, you alright?
Yes, I've been and brought your feet through.
Okay, thank you very much. Sorry for pausing chat, I just wanted to check everything was all good. Oh, I chose a bad time to pause. Straight in a wall. Oh. Ah, you didn't have to get them.
I know I didn't have to.
Was that from the 50% off everywhere thing?
No.
Oh.
No, I haven't been there yet.
Oh gosh, well, hope you have something left to go with.
Well, I knew you needed your feet, so I went ahead.
You know it, Tom Dingo. Sorry, I will unpause too soon. I just didn't want to ignore Mum as she came in. Yeah, no, thank you so much, Mum. Thank you. Oh my god, how are we at Carousel already? Oh, of course it's an Aston Martin in front of me. Ha! Ha ha! Take that. Yeah, something is a bit off about this car. Was it bouncing there? And I think it was bouncing. See, okay, that's what I mean, right there. And then I'm drifting. Without using the brake. Whoa! Sorry, Mum? Okay. Yeah, part of me is a little afraid to tune this up at all. Maybe giving it even more power might not be the best of things to do. Oh god, the long straight. Okay, well, we're not going to win this race. I don't think. Oh, mistakes were made. Yeah, I got massive understeer. It just won't turn at certain high speeds. And the Vulcan's gonna win. Ah! Alright, well, you know what, that could actually be a fun stream. Maybe get my good friend Yaxbass in the chat, and he can go over the car settings, and we can see if we can improve the handling together, and then do some races together with this thing. Because, as I said when I was streaming GT7 before, one thing I really looked forward to was streaming with friends and the wider Gran Turismo 7 community. You get money from lobby races now with friends and random players. That's something they improved with the update. Granted, you don't get much, but at least playing your friends, you can get something now. The one thing they haven't added yet is the ability to change your track on lobbies without completely shutting the lobby down and making a new one. I'm sure that they'll add that. I'm sure it's coming. It's weird that it's not there already, but I'm just being honest with you all. Actually, as well, I just want to show the last post that they did regarding the 1.07 update that went wrong, and then the 1.08 update that fixed it all after a 31-hour outage of the game being completely offline. Obviously, they apologized. It was an issue that came up during QA sessions prior to the release. But in order to prioritize the safety of save data, we decided to interrupt the release of the 1.70 update and make a correctional 1.08 update. And that was the reason for the delay. And the director sincerely apologized for the late report to everyone. Now, this is where the blog post gets a little bit interesting, in that also, he says, also in this update, some event rewards were adjusted. What he means is, the payouts were nerfed by 50%. And, yeah. That isn't cool, especially when there are no more new events, you know, or good ways to earn money beyond, like, playing that same Pan American race #1 over and over. But he goes on to say, in GT7 I would like users to have lots of cars and races even without microtransactions. Okay, good. At the same time, the pricing of the cars is an important element that conveys their value and rarity. So I do think it's important for it to be linked with real world prices. There's only 106 McLaren F1s that exist in the world. And so in real life, the car is astronomically expensive. And obviously, every single one of them is owned by someone. So, yeah, that's why it's 8.5 million credits in the game. I want to make GT7 a game in which you can enjoy a variety of cars in lots of different ways, and if possible, would like to avoid a situation where a player must mechanically keep replaying certain events over and over again. We will let you know the update plans for additional content, additional race events, and additional features that will constructively resolve this. It pains me that I cannot explain the details regarding this at this moment, but we are continuing to revise GT7 so that as many people as possible can enjoy the game. We would really appreciate it if everyone could watch over the growth of GT7 from a somewhat longer term point of view. Kazunori Yamauchi. So, I get what he's trying to say, but the unfortunate thing is like, he's created an even bigger problem unnecessarily, because people are angry because of the microtransactions, and people are angry because it takes so long and it's so tedious to get, for example, this car. Again, 353 races. 353 races just to get 18.5 minutes, just to buy one car. And yes, it's the McLaren F1, but still, one car. Essentially, 4 days of pretty heavy gaming. I wouldn't recommend it to everyone unless you were really sure you wanted to do it. So, you know, it was nuts. And then they go and nerf the payout of various events, because the one I was doing before was, I'll show you. And I might shut my door quick as well, because dogs are barking and then Onyx is barking. It's all good though. But yeah, I was doing this one for what was 30,000 a time, and you can see they've lowered it to 15. One sec. Hey, yeah. So yeah, and I think, like, when I was doing that, a clean race, I think was getting me, 30,000 plus 50%. Oh right, yeah, 45,000 a time, right? And then they nerf it to only 15,000. So like literally they take off 50% of the payout, which also made the 50% bonus for a clean race 50% smaller. And that's when I realized, well, the next best thing for me to do is Blue Moon Raceway in this championship, because I get 35,000 plus 50%, turning it into 52,500. So all in all, it's just a bad look, isn't it? You know, to have these players say like they're not happy with the microtransactions and how expensive certain cars are, and how certain cars are invitation only, right? So it'll now say for Ferrari, yeah, I've got no active invitations, but I had one for Ferrari. We're going to see it here, and you're going to see it's expired now. Your invitation expired, which means you've missed your chance to buy a special car. It's a shame, but don't worry, another invitation will come along soon enough. The invitations come from doing the daily workout, which is literally driving the equivalent of a marathon. 26 point something miles, I think. Like, you do that once a day and you get a prize roulette thing, and in that roulette you might get an invitation for a random manufacturer, and only then are you able to buy invitation only cars. So you can see this purchase button. An invitation is required to purchase this car. So the reason why I can't get this, even if I had all the money, I don't, but even if I did, I've got to wait till I have another in-date invitation in order to buy that. Luckily, because my invitation at Ferrari expired around 10 a.m. this morning. Luckily, even after getting the McLaren F1, I was able to still get enough money before 10 a.m. to get the regular LaFerrari, not the FFXK model, because that's an extra 2 million on top. So I settled for the regular road car model, and I'm looking forward to driving this too. But yeah, that will be for another stream. And I hope that everybody enjoyed this stream. Because I wasn't around yesterday and because I had to sort of disappear and come back today, I might try and do extra streams as and when I can. Alright? Because I love you guys. You're all incredibly supportive of me, especially when things pop up and I have to go or I have to change the schedule and things. So I want to show my thanks by giving you guys what you all apparently love to see, more of me on Twitch. For now though, I'm actually going to call it a stream and send you folks on a little raidey raid. So thank you all for watching and I will see you again soon. If not later today, it's definitely going to be tomorrow. And at the moment, I'm still doing my regular thing of streaming a different game each day, while I wait for the brand new patch for Diablo 2 Resurrected and the start of the first ladder. That's going to be my next playthrough thing on Twitch, which is why I'm keeping the variety up now, because there won't be much variety other than Diablo 2 once that begins. Anyway, I hope you all take care, and I will see you all tomorrow.